and welcome to my video lecture classes. I am your faculty Dipankar Ghosh. In my previous videos of production technology, we discussed about powder metallurgy process. So let us start the today's videos from sintering. After being compacted, the green compact, or you can say the workpiece, is heated in a furnace to a temperature close to the melting point of the basic metal which goes into that mixture. This is carried out in controlled atmospheric furnace. The heating causes the metal particles to sinter, that is, a portion of them partially melt, and by so doing joining the remaining particles together in a cellular structure. So if we go through these slides here, when these sintered particle green compacts are put inside the furnace, so what's happened? When these partially melt, these are the attachment between the different types of metals powder, so that a bond is created. So here you can visualize these are the sintering operations. So these workpiece is put inside a closed atmospheric furnace, so where heating is taken place, and due to that heating the outer periphery of these metal powders are get sintered, and due to that sintering these are get bonded. From the economical point of view, the sintering temperature should be as short as possible, but the time must be long enough to obtain the required properties in the workpiece. Sintering is performed to achieve all possible final strength and hardness needed in the finished product. The workpiece dimensions change during sintering. Such changes may be either a shrinkage or in growth. So here in the slide we are having some points. Green compacts are put into their temperature within 70 to 90% of the melting point. Sintering time for 10 minutes to 8 hours. It will again varied from metal to metal. Furnace atmosphere, you can say diffusion mechanism, vapor phase transmission, liquid phase sintering. So another point is there, in some of the metals, those melting temperature is high, it also requires some pre-sintering. So let us discuss about the point which is known as pre-sintering. Pre-sintering is the process of heating the green compact to a temperature below the sintering temperature, that means close to melting point. This is done to remove the lubricants and binders added during blending operation and to increase the strength of the green compact. All metals does not require pre-sintering. It is only subjected to some of the materials which is having, again I told you that these are having more melting point. So in some of the cases pre-sinter is also required, and that pre-sintering is also taken conducted in the same atmospheric closed furnace. So this is all about your sintering operation, and it is the most important operation in powder metallurgy, because this operation determined the strength of that product. So let us discuss about the other, that means secondary and finishing operation, that which is the final operation in powder metallurgy technique. So as the slide it shows that secondary operation like coining and sizing is may be conducted, impact forging also conducted, machining operation is under also secondary operation, grinding, plating and heat treating. So these are the operation which we may conduct. That means these are not a mandatory process. For the mandatory process like blending of powder is manufacturing of powder, blending of powder, compacting, sintering or sometime pre-sintering, these are goes under the mandatory operations. But the secondary operation If our customer required it, then only we should provide this some secondary operation. These are not a mandatory operation. These are goes under a secondary operation. So after sintering is usually followed by a sizing operation and perhaps by some machining operation. Pressure or heat is supplied on the surface to remove lubricants if present. In some cases, infiltration is needed to provide increased strength, hardness and density of that product. Sometimes plating is also done to protect the component from corrosion. If the metal is formed by ferrous, then only it also requires some plating or painting operation. Last one, heat treatment is also done on powder metallurgy products to improve the grain structures, strength and hardness. Again I told you the same thing. These secondary operations are not mandatory operation. It is conducted only when the customer need it. So this is all about the secondary operations of powder metallurgy technique. So let us discuss the advantages and disadvantages of powder metallurgy. So first one, let us discuss about the advantages first. Although the cost of making powder is high, but there is no loss of materials. The components produced in this method are clean, bright and ready for use. This is the most valuable and important points about metal powderology, because there is no scrap on that. Number two, the great advantages of this process is the control of the composition of the product. We can produce any metal powder and you can mix it. So we are not having any force that you have to use that metal only. So we can create our metals by using this technique. So that is a number two advantages. Then number three is components can be produced with good surface finish and close dimensional tolerance. Number four, high production rate is achieved because the types of production, that means the operations are very less, only manufacturing of powder, blending of powder, compacting operation, then sintering, and last one is your some secondary operation. So as the products, our steps are less, so it is increase the high production rate. Number five, complex shape can be produced. Parts having complex shapes can be easily produced. Number six, wide range of properties such as density, porosity and practical size can be obtained from particular application. So these are all about the advantages. So again there is usually no need for subsequent machining or finishing operation. Already it will discuss. This process facilitates mixing of both metallic and non-metallic powders to give produced a special characteristics. So this point also we discussed previously. Porous parts can be produced that could not be made in any other way. Impossible parts, cutting tool bits, can be produced by this process. Highly qualified or skilled labor is not required in this process because the production is very simple. The steps are very simple. So let us discuss about some limitation or disadvantages. The metal powders and the equipment used are very costly. To produce the metal powder, it is very difficult and costly also. Stronging of powders offer a great difficulties because of possibility of fire and explosion hazards. So these are the disadvantages. Parts manufactured by this process have poor ductility. Number four, sintering of low melting points powder like lead, zinc, tin, etc. offer serious difficulties. So let us discuss about some application of this process. Powder metallurgy techniques are used for making large numbers of components. Some of the components are as follows. They are self-lubricating bearings and filters. We are using this we are producing this by this powder metallurgy process. Friction materials we can easily produce. Gears and pump rotors are manufacturing by this process. refractors materials can be, electrical contacts and electrodes are also can be manufactured by this process. So you can see here some industrial machining parts of pictures are shown, which is already prepared by these powder metallurgy techniques. And here also some bearings and some bushings and some washers are by manufacturing by this process. So here we can see these are the some gears which are used inside the gearbox. Particularly in motorcycle cases, we are using this multiplate of gearbox. So these components are easily made by manufacturing by using this powder metallurgy technique. So the financial consideration, if you go through the consider it, so the main financial consideration which is involved, that is the manufacturing of powders. We are facing a lot of difficulties, particularly in the case of manufacturing of powders, and these factors responsible for economics of powder metallurgy are as follows: producing of powder itself too difficult, a lot of cost also involved for producing of powder. So these are the financial conditions. Number two, powder metallurgy process required dyes for compacting, which also very expensive to purchase. For sintering and pre-sintering operation, a closed furnace, atmospheric furnace is required. A lot of cost also involved which to provide the sintering operation. Then next is your selection of powder as well as blending also involved in some cost. Then the last one, which is known as the some secondary operation like heat treatment, painting, plating are also, and machining operation are also involved some financial matters. So this is all about your financial consideration of powder metallurgy technique. So as per your syllabus, an article provided by the SCTVT, we already discussed and completed the chapter number 4, which is named as your powder metallurgy process. And this is the we come to the end of chapter number 4, and I am providing you my WhatsApp number, call number, and your email ID. If you having some doubts, then you can contact me so that your doubts has been cleared. So this is all about your powder metallurgy technique. Thank you.